Lefty lunacy, there's so much of it around and you're going to have to see a lot of it over Christmas, I can promise you that. But let's kick off with some sartorial tips from James Morrow about John Fetterman. Who is John Fetterman?
John Fetterman, the guy who dresses, I think we've got a shot of him here, the guy who dresses in what I like to call holding cell chic. He was the... He is going to be the senator from Pennsylvania who beat Dr. Oz in the midterm elections by a hair there. He has been named by that great august institution, the New York Times, as one of the most stylish people of 2022. So, I mean, that's where the New York Times is at, that this guy, show up again if you can, who wears hoodies and basketball shorts everywhere, dresses like a criminal, even though he comes from a very rich trust fund family, is now one of the most stylish people in the country.
And you can afford to dress like that when you come from a rich family, because I don't think he held a job until, into his 30s? Or at what point did he actually get gainful employment?
Well, he did a bunch of sort of, I think, charity stuff or some foundation stuff that his parents set up for him. But no, he comes off as this whole sort of guy who's all, very rough and tumble and working class and all of that. And he comes from a very rich family in Pennsylvania. He's never had to work a day in his life. When he was lieutenant governor, everybody said he was bone lazy. And now he's senator. So great. Well done, Democrats. Well done, Pennsylvania.
So stylish, yes.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about a white Christmas here in Australia, certainly up in Perisher and Thredbo. It is looking that way. Who'd have thought it? Australia, snow. Anyway, must be global warming or whatever it is, hard at work. Rita, there's another meaning to Christmas being too white.
Well, yeah, there's people who are getting very triggered by all these white decorations. I mean, particularly the angels on top of the trees, Rowan, tend to be white. And I think that is just not sufficiently diverse.
Don't they have diversity and inclusion amongst the angels?
Well, I think we will now, because there's now businesses devoted to making Christmas less white and tackling
more diverse,
these sort of stereotypes that are very damaging indeed. I mean, I don't know if I can enjoy Christmas unless I've got...
some non-white angels there, absolutely. Apparently, Santa's carbon footprint would release just 10 grams of carbon per child. Someone's calculated that. So
offset those reindeer.
Exactly, those flying reindeer. But let's talk about what happened to the Pratts. So we had Dr. Jay Bhattacharya on the show earlier. He was, of course, saying correctly on this show as early as March 2020, which none of our politicians bothered to listen to, that lockdowns would be an absolute disaster and would do nothing to stop COVID. Rita, down in Melbourne, it appears at a Shabbat, a Jewish Friday evening dinner, the Pratts, one of Australia's wealthy families, had a dinner during lockdown.
I just can't believe the reporting around this, and particularly Channel 9, they did the most ridiculous report trying to shame this family because they were having a dinner, and as you can see, someone, I don't know, within their staff has released this footage to try to shame them, that the family members allegedly went down to the basement to hide from the police who were coming in to raid
supposed to be having the Shabbat dinner.
Well, no, I mean, the police have said since that there will be no investigation, nothing's going to happen. So, but even today, when this was reported on last night's news, it was done in such a way to shame the family as if they've somehow betrayed Victorians and put everyone at risk. I mean, is anyone still buying this nonsense?
I know.